In the scorching summer of 1995, the city of Los Angeles was abuzz with the latest sensation, pop sensation, Ethan Wright. With his chiseled features and captivating stage presence, Ethan's music had captured the hearts of millions. His debut album, Echoes in the Night, had topped the charts, and his sold-out tours had left fans breathless. Across town, in a small, quaint bookstore on Sunset Boulevard, Emily Wilson spent her days surrounded by dusty tomes and the musty smell of old paper. A book editor with a passion for literature, Emily's life was a far cry from the glamour of Ethan Wright's world. Her days were filled with the quiet comfort of words, and her nights with the peaceful solitude of her small apartment. Their lives collided on a sweltering July evening when Ethan stumbled into Emily's bookstore, searching for a rare volume of poetry. The store was dimly lit, and the air was thick with the scent of old books. Emily looked up from behind the counter, her eyes locking onto Ethan's as he scanned the shelves. For a moment, time stood still. The noise of the city outside receded, and all that existed was the two of them, suspended in a sea of possibility. Ethan's eyes roamed over Emily's face, taking in the sharp angles and bright green eyes that sparkled with a love of literature. Emily, too, was captivated by Ethan's presence, her heart racing with a mix of excitement and trepidation. As Ethan browsed the shelves, Emily couldn't help but notice the way his eyes crinkled at the corners when he smiled, or the way his hair curled slightly at the nape of his neck. She felt a flutter in her chest, a sensation she hadn't experienced since college. Ethan, too, was smitten. He had always been the center of attention, but there was something about Emily that drew him in. Perhaps it was her intelligence, or the way she moved with a quiet confidence that belied her bookish nature. Whatever it was, Ethan found himself wanting to know more about this enigmatic woman. As he searched for the rare volume, Ethan and Emily struck up a conversation. They talked about books, music, and life, their words flowing easily as they discovered shared passions and interests. The hours slipped by unnoticed, until finally Ethan remembered his appointment with a publicist. With a reluctant smile, he bid Emily farewell, leaving her with a sense of disappointment and a lingering sense of wonder. As the door closed behind him, Emily felt a pang of regret. She had never intended to fall for a rock star, but there was something about Ethan that drew her in. Over the next few weeks, Ethan and Emily continued to cross paths. They would meet for coffee or attend literary events together, their conversations flowing effortlessly as they explored the city's hidden gems. Ethan found himself opening up to Emily in ways he never had with anyone before, sharing his fears and doubts, his passions and dreams. Emily, too, was drawn to Ethan's vulnerability. She saw beyond the glamour of his fame and discovered a kind, gentle soul who was struggling to navigate the pressures of his success. As they spent more time together, Emily found herself falling for Ethan's charms, her heart beating faster with every passing day. But their love was not without its challenges. The scrutiny of the media, combined with Ethan's own insecurities, threatened to tear them apart. There were those who doubted their relationship, who saw Emily as a mere distraction from Ethan's fame. And then there were the pressures of Ethan's career, which demanded his attention and left him little time for Emily. As the months went by, Ethan and Emily faced obstacles at every turn. They would argue over the smallest things, their differences in opinion and lifestyle threatening to drive them apart. But through it all, they held on to each other, their love growing stronger with every passing day. One fateful night, as they stood on the balcony of Ethan's penthouse apartment, looking out over the glittering city below, he turned to her and said, "I don't know what I'd do without you, Emily. You're the one thing that makes me feel like I'm home." Emily's heart skipped a beat as she met his gaze. "I feel the same way, Ethan," she replied, her voice barely above a whisper. In that moment, they both knew that their love was something special. It was a love that had conquered fame and fortune, a love that would last a lifetime. As the sun rose over the city, casting a golden glow over the landscape, Ethan and Emily shared a kiss that would seal their love forever. And as they stood there, wrapped in each other's arms, They knew that nothing could ever come between them again.